So we are here approaching Iron Mountain Park. Quite a long list of warnings, and MX track is that way. All right. So lots of fun stuff to enjoy today. We've never been to Iron Mountain Park and Resort before, so first time for us, first time for everyone who might be watching. Also, this is the first time taking out Darth Maul since the upgrades. We got the Big 3, we got the Stage 3 cam, and I am extremely excited to see how those are going to perform. Wow, look at these views. And just so you know, Iron Mountain Park is about 1.5 miles away from the trailhead we usually rode on the fire roads, so this is extraordinarily similar territory and hopefully will not leave much to be desired. So pretty excited to get out there. There's already all kinds of little spots to tear off. But we're gonna get in here deep into the property, find a place to park and set up station, and then we're gonna get into it. Y'all be safe out there. Iron Mountain Resort, take one. And we're gonna see how this thing rides with all the new upgrades. Let her come up the temperature, of course. Boy, it is hot today. Hot, 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 hot. We are in the beginning of August here in Georgia. Absolutely gorgeous weather, but it is certainly hot. So we'll be keeping that in mind as we go about our day here. Got to keep moving. And limit the reasons that we have to come to a standstill. Nothing else, this alone is really nice, just to be able to get out on the Raptor again in general. It's been so long. And I'm super curious how this thing's gonna run. And again, we're just trying to get some heat into it. Boy, she wasn't kidding. This goes a ways in here before you actually get to the trailheads. I don't know what any of these are. She mentioned something about a tunnel, and on the other side of the tunnel is where you want to be. So we are going to go at least until we get to a tunnel, instead of cutting off on any of these over here. Great opportunity to let the Raptor come up the temperature. No reason to lug it there. So here's like a main parking area. Alright. I kind of like that smaller one myself. Here's the tunnel. Gotcha. That's not too far. Not too far. Oh, I like that. They got a little tunnel and a big tunnel. Man, that sounds good. Alright, well, let's pause until we get to our first trailhead, shall we? So let's see what we got here. Atlanta overlook. Hey, that sounds good. Let's go this way. Wow! This is a whole new machine now. My God. Wow, big drag strip. That's cool. This place is really nice. But of course there's going to be mud. Try not to get too filthy. But I don't think that's going to be an outcome that happens today, just based on where we are. Georgia red clay is how you play here. Alright, little junction here. All kind of trails. Oh wow, that looked pretty gnarly. Yeah, that other side looked crazy. So these are all one-ways, it looks like. Oh, onward and forward. Oh, the power lines. Okay. Tell you what, the Raptor's running great. Another wrong way. There's some tighter trails in through there. There's nobody behind us. Nobody at all, actually. It's kind of odd. Thought we would see at least a few people. Another one way. This thing is absolutely terrifyingly fast now. I mean, just completely different power band than before. Beautiful views up here. There's apparently a really good view that you can get to, but I just don't know where that is. I thought Atlanta overlook was the way, but Alright, so now we break off the power lines. Boy, my camera mount does not like this kind of riding. I'm gonna have to work on that a little bit. Oh, this is awesome. Little bridge through there. Looks like a lot of people are going this way, so we'll go this way. Get all this mud off these tires. Try not to get it all off onto me. This is some good old-fashioned four-wheeling right here, boys. This ain't no fire road. More one-way signs. R5 sounds so good. And the Fuel Customs intake is like super throaty to match it. Like, what a combo. What a combo. Okay, that trail continues that way, but the gravel road goes this way. Pretty sure this road is not one way. I think that's a lap. Wow. That's a lap. That's awesome. Get us a little drink of water and take a look at the map. See where we're gonna go next. Just randomly cut up onto these at any point. My first like big hit in this thing. Wow. Fifth gear feels completely different up at the top. Yeah, we did park far out here, didn't we? Oh, that's okay. We're to explore all of this. Thorough exploration is in order. Oh, there's a beautiful view right there. That might be the one everybody goes to. And it's just right here in the front. Get something done. So me and Jacob here from the North GA ATV Facebook group have been discussing the layout of Iron Mountain Park here, and it's a very interesting one. So he's going to take us on a little bit of a tour. Now, to be fair, I did do a little bit of a tour off camera because, I mean, honestly, I need to really familiarize myself with this place a little better to better be able to show it to you guys. So I did learn a little bit about the fact that there is a concert venue here and several drag strips, all kinds of different spaces where they hold different events. So I'm pretty excited about, you know, holding some group rides and maybe some weekend type stuff in the future. So far, so good. I'm trying to fix my helmet strap and it is not cooperating. So we're just gonna not do that. Try again now. Nope. We'll deal with it later. And yeah, that's the cool thing about Iron Mountain is as you're going along this main trunk here from the entrance kind of into the park, you have all these little side kind of dirt excursions that you can go on should you choose to. You know, if you don't want to get your tires all tore up on the pavement, whatever your justification is, you have that option available to you. And some of them, like that one, end up going onto a whole different trail system that's outside of the actual park. I mean, it's part of the park, but think of it like if you're at Magic Kingdom in Disney World and you're in Tomorrowland, but you want to go to Adventureland. That's Adventureland and this is Tomorrowland, so it's all part of the park, but gotta do the tunnel. Gotta do the tunnel. Man, these guys are really cool. Met them today, and they are more than willing to get out and ride with us. And we got Jacob over here. Definitely a good person to meet and get to know the park with, because it's a big place. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on here. And this is actually, I've been told, sort of a quiet weekend. So, you know, wow, whatever that means. Certainly a lot of people here by my standards. Now my friend Jacob here is known for tackling every single mud pit that exists or is exposed to him. So I'm kind of interested to show you guys what that's like. I mean, if there's like two routes, Jacob will take the one that goes right into the mud, and everyone else will take the high side. It's super funny. So here's one of the drag strips. As you can see here, they got it all kind of carved out there. Super cool. Get a good view of it there. Somebody's down there cutting wheelies on it. And let's see what these guys are gonna do here. Try to catch a little air when we can. You know, we're doing a slow cruise. Everybody has been out most of the day, so folks are a little bit tired, and also everybody did just have lunch, so that's another factor. Let him know that we're done, group of 4. Nobody behind us. It's the proper etiquette to let everyone know what's happening, what your intentions are. Wheelie action there across these bumps. Make sure Jacob's still with us back there. Surprised Jacob didn't go through the mud pit. Got a KFX 450 in front of us, and it's a pretty sweet setup. He's got a staggered setup, front and rear, as you can see from the shot here. He's running a little bit wider fronts than rears. Looks like we might have gotten turned around. All is well that ends well. What do we got here? Oh, the power line junction. Not mean to dust the guys out back there. That was not my intention. Oh, wow. Definitely have to be mindful of that. Oh, we're up here at the beautiful ATL overlook. Beautiful ATL overlook. And we are all by ourselves. This is super, super special. You know, with this cam, this thing won't even idle. So let's take a look at this. All right, man. We are up here at what is known as Beauty Spot. The Beauty Spot. Man, it's living up to the name too. Look at this. All the way to the horizon. What a view. The Raptor is as dirty as it should be. All the upgrades are working out perfect. R5 is barking like a dog. None of my wiring has melted. Hanging out here with my friend Jacob.
Hey guys.
He's got a king quad with foot shift. We were talking about that. As you guys know, I've been discussing getting a Recon for this very reason. So I'm pretty excited to know that you can jump up to a 400 and not have to stick with Honda. Not that there's anything wrong with Honda, because there's not, but this thing's badass. 4x4. It's got some huge racks. Jacob's got some waterproof storage up there. Not sure what you're doing with, you need that for, but you know.
Which one?
The waterproof storage.
Oh, what, this?
Yeah, clearly getting into some mud.
Oh, this is my Bluetooth speakers.
Oh, nice, even better. Look at you.
So I got that's my radio, and
oh, that's awesome.
that's my waterproof storage.
Nice.
I keep my drinks, my snacks, Mountain Dews.
And as you can tell, driving the way Jacob does, you kind of need it to be secured because it's a little muddy.
That happened at 8 o'clock this morning.
Well, that's, you know, morning shower.
Yeah.
So
I took a shower. The fun thing is I took a shower before I even got here, and then I gotta take one when I get home.
that's pretty. And move out again we shall. You can see somebody's having a lot of fun over there. What a mess of dust. Such a beautiful view up here on the top of Beauty Spot, Iron Mountain Park. Yep, you got two choices when you come riding with other people. You got mud or you got dust. Very, very rarely, and boy do I mean rarely, it's usually down to like the hour versus the day that you ride. Do you get the in-between and it's perfect hero dirt? I mean, it is very, very rare. But that's why they make all the gear that they make. Goggles, eye protection, your nose and your lungs and your body kind of do the rest as far as filtering out what you're breathing. There's impressed, and then there's whatever I am with the results of these upgrades on the Raptor. I mean, it is just impressive. Hey, Jacob's really got me thinking about this king quad. I mean, if you look right there where we're following him, with the independent rear, but it's set up very different, and he's got the drive shaft in the middle, just like a car or a truck would. So it's very industrious, very efficient, very symmetrical. You know, Honda, Kawasaki, they all did their shaft drives off to one side or the other, creating one shaft longer than the other, which meant that even if you did have a limited slip differential, you'd be putting it through, here he goes. Yeah, if there's a mud hole or a dry hole, he's going to pick the mud hole. But it would put the clutch packs of the LSD under such enormous strain because one shaft's longer than the other. I mean, it's physics. It's just the way it is. So this is a really interesting design. It's got me thinking. Maybe that's something I need to look into for the next family ATV purchase. And as you notice, we've been following the power lines here. It's quite the dust storm. Not much we can do about that. It has been sunshiny all day long. That is just the way it goes. Alright, we're going to go in the woods now, so Man, that mud smells terrible. That mud smells like the inside of a septic tank. Wow. That was really nasty. But yeah, Iron Mountain Park is a 365 facility, so even Christmas Day, they pride themselves, dodging some thorns there, in being open. You know, so that's significant for those that want to plan, you know, what I would consider to be unconventional corporate events or get-togethers. So if you want to get together with your team or your group or your whatever book club in a non-conventional way, well, come out here and spend the weekend and get out in the woods and drive some stuff. It's pretty cool, and the fact that they have a concert venue and some other stuff going on, the restaurant now that's been open, you know, less than 6 months. I'm really excited for this place. It's pretty cool. Definitely glad I came. Definitely will be back. Got to learn a little bit more about the different trail systems that are here and which ones make sense for kids, and you know, the lay of the land. Oh man, he is raptoring it up there with the dust. It's all good. That is why we're here. Although this low speed driving without putting enough air through the radiator, it does kind of suck. I wonder if my horn works. Nope. No idea why. Have to figure that out.
This don't look familiar to me.
We're supposed a lot of green since then, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Well, either way, I mean,
And we were stoned as fuck.
this is a way to go. So,
Yeah.
and I remember that little shack right there. That little.
Yeah, I do too. I remember it.
My buddy Jeremy, he had me all over this place, but I can't remember how to get to that one trail. I don't know if I can.
dusty. So we're making our way around the oh, there he goes. There he goes. Man, does that smell terrible. Wow. Wow, that smells terrible. Come on. What is even in that? Alright, we gotta adjust our Hermosi throttle here because my thumb is getting tired. So we'll pull it down. We'll move it in one. And it is officially much easier to use. Look at that. Thank you, Robert Hermosi. for such an amazing idea that like literally changes your long ride game, where you're doing this long, slow, low throttle stuff. Smart man. That is the third time that I've used the adjustability. There goes Jacob. Oh yeah. Third time that I've used the adjustability today. It's also the third time I've made this loop today. Yeah, this is a pretty cool trail system, I'm not gonna lie. I am extremely excited for fall because you're not gonna have any of this dense vegetation and the coverage that you've got. You're gonna have much better sight lines. You know, the weather is much more conducive to, well, drier conditions as far as puddles and stuff, so probably carry a little bit more speed through here without having to worry about that. Just in general, excited for fall and excited for this property. The restaurant was delicious. You can actually drive your four-wheeler or your side-by-side right up to the restaurant / bar. You can have a beer, you can have a burger, sandwich, salad, you know, whatever it is that you desire. Hop right back on your quad or your side-by-side and get back to it. So, oh, Jacob. Every single stinky poo hole that he can go through, he will go through, and I get to smell it. Oh, man, that's sour. I mean, the best thing I got for comparison is a septic tank. Not a lot of high-speed riding. You know, if you were going to do that type of riding here, you would definitely need to make a few laps. Probably in the wintertime and probably when you're by yourself, ensuring that there's very few people here and there's no one in front of you you're going to stumble across or anything like that. And you'd really have to get the hang of like where all these root systems are and stuff like that, because I mean, this isn't, I mean, look, like this is not high-speed riding beyond maybe second or third gear at the most. And you know, there's these occasional mud pits that are just unavoidable. Man, I have got to raise my high-speed idle. Oh boy. How exciting was that mud bog? Oh, that smells so terrible. Wow. Okay. Well, we know what that experience is like. No need to repeat. As there's another mud bog directly in front of us. Back here. cool. We're getting back down into the deeper woods sort of environment. This is cool. Trail flattened out a little bit. You could probably carry some decent speed through here if you wanted to. It's one way.